about it. Think 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 about it.
we started, I just wanted to share with you that the PowerPoint that was up before is available on, or slideshow, I'm dating myself, is available on our school website. It has some reflections from each student about their favorite memory here at Crawford-Rodriguez, as well as some photos from the photo booth at the luau and some other pictures that were taken at the luau as well. So it's something that you can check it out. It will not be a part of the actual video that you do order, I don't believe. Mr. Noble hooked it up. It is a part of the video. Yes. Thank you. So I really need for you to move to the back, all the way to the back, before we can get started. Thank you. And now, without further ado, families, here is the Crawford-Rodriguez class of 2019. worked. The music ended right as our last student was at their seat. Wow. Can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Flag is right over here. Right there. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you all may be seated, and everyone may be seated. At this time, before we begin, I want to acknowledge those students, my fifth graders, who were with me each and every week doing our morning announcements. So if you were a part of the morning announcements crew, could you all please stand? And thank you all so much. You may all have a seat. They were the morning voice each and every day here at Crawford, and they added their own spin to it this year. They selected a joke for the day, a song for the day, a thought for the day, and also announced birthdays each and every day. So it was really enjoyment and entertainment each and every day, and I thank them for their creativity as well as their commitment to making sure that they were there to brighten the days here at Crawford-Rodriguez. Wow, everybody. Where did the time go? Can you believe that you're here? It's fifth grade. They're going on to McAuliffe. I want to welcome you all here today, and I want to just acknowledge how I'm going to try my best to keep it together. I almost lost it as they were coming in, but I want to be able to make sure that I can talk and you can understand what I'm saying. But I am so immensely proud of our fifth grade class this year. I want to acknowledge some of our special guests that are here today. So a welcome to our Board of Ed member, Mr. Mike Walsh. The Assistant Superintendent, the Assistant Superintendent, Dan Baginski. Our Director of STEM, Mr. Robert Ratanti. And the Principal of the Krista McAuliffe Middle School, Miss Deb Phillips. Now, before we roll into our program, this time is truly special. It marks both an ending and a beginning. It's warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. This is truly an important milestone, and it's one to be celebrated. You have done everything you can as a family to prepare them for this next adventure, the next challenges ahead. They are ready, set, go, because not only have you prepared them, but the teachers have prepared them as well. So, I'll get misty-eyed today, and I know some of you will too. But I hope there's some tears not only of what you know will be in the past, but also looking forward to their bright futures ahead. So, without further ado, we're going to roll right into the awards part of our ceremony. And first up is, Mr. Chip. That'll be the last time we will do that.
I won't do it. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the special guests that are all here. Thank you all for 6 years, my soon-to-be sixth graders. Special thank you to the PTN for all the help that they've given throughout the years they've been here and the years that I've been here. I'm going to try to do this without my glasses. You think I'm gonna try to do this without crying, right? Good. All right, first the public service announcement. Who here wants to play a sport next year? 6th grade. Okay, who here has had their physical? Okay, if you want to play a sport, you need to get your physical, especially if you want to play a fall sport. Okay, if you have not done it yet, the packets are online. Parents, they're online. 97 pieces of paper you have to fill out. Okay, but they need to be done, and you have to go to your own doctor, get it into the school nurse over at McCullough. Okay, unless you're going to Getz, but you don't want to go there. All right. We have quite a few acknowledgments first. Can Mr. Moscatello's Nitro Ball team stand up, please, the winning team? These people they're clapping, and they don't even know why they're clapping yet. Okay, this team represented, they were the 5th grade overall Nitro Ball champions. Nitro Ball is like a version of volleyball. So this team here, we all went down to Switlick. They represented, they played all the other 5th grade schools, and because of some poor coaching, they did not win. All right, so now you can clap for them. All right. The next people I want to acknowledge, we had, all the 5th graders took the presidential fitness test. And to get presidential, you have to pass all 5 tests. We had 9 people do that. Can those 9 people stand up? I will call their names. 9, stand up, the 9 of you. Stand up. When I call your name, you can wave. Where's Daniel? Amanda. Victoria. Samantha. Matthew. Madison. Alexandria. And Ella. Now give them a round of applause, please. Okay, the first award that we give out, I call it our Sportsmanship Award. And the criteria here is these students, they've always respected others and myself. They played the games without complaining about the teams, the score, losing, or questioning any calls that I may not have seen. Okay, win or lose, they understood it was just a game, and for them it was mostly about having fun. When I call your name, please stand. If we can hold our applause till they're all called, okay? All right, for Mrs. Ox, Mr. Whitelaw, and Miss Johnston's class, the Sportsmanship Award, Matthew Galida, Thomas Mackin, Riley Thorne, Addison Salias, and Victoria Lastifka. From Mr. Moscatello's class, Vincenzo LaBianca, Liliana Johnson, and Alea Torres. From Miss Avila, Mrs. Osterman's class, Jared Tiapaco and Carly Matarese. From Mrs. Builder's class, Michael Batar, Paul Weiss, Samantha Barth, and Ariana Philippone. And from Miss McLaughlin, Miss Riello, and I see her over there, Miss V. Meister's class, Brandon Johnson, Jefferson Yeshi, and Sophia Balatico. You can all sit now. The next award we call our Most Improved Award, and what I look for here is through their time with me, or us, when I say us, because they also had Mr. H for a couple years, who's now at Switlick. They've improved in their skills, attitude, determination, and they've shown class and team spirit. Again, when I call your name, stand up. After the class, we can clap. Mrs. Ox's, Mr. Whitelaw, Mrs. Johnston's class, Philip Grego, Stephen Haddett, Kiera Klitz, Samantha Kosick, and Maggie Braun. From Mr. Moscatello's class, Matthew Faber and Kaylee Ambos. From Miss Avila's class, Mrs. Osterman's class, Mario Torres and Marion Santos. From Mrs. Builder's class, James Hittinger, Roman Leslie, Cassidy Kratulis, Madison Tulska, and Gianna Villanueva. And lastly, from Ms. McLaughlin, Ms. Riello, Ms. Viemeister, Dylan Zimmerman, Sean Carroll, Angela Lacito, and Grace Chiafulo. Okay, in closing, good luck in 6th grade. Hopefully we'll see you playing some sports. And if I'm not in Myrtle Beach, I'll come back and watch you. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. McDonald for the World Language Awards, please.
Bienvenidos a todos. We are very fortunate to live in a diverse community where our students have the opportunity to be introduced to the language and culture of Spanish-speaking countries in elementary school. As 5th graders, the students are taught vocabulary and grammar to help prepare them for the next level of language courses in middle school and at the world in large. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of all of our 5th graders. Mrs. Barton Thrift and I have chosen the following students to receive World Language Awards. These students have consistently demonstrated an interest in the language and culture of the Spanish-speaking countries through their participation, effort, and fulfillment of the requirements of our World Language class. Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. Hayden Duarte, Victoria Lastifka, Denis Kozak, Thomas Mackin, Andreas Angel, Ava Combs, Alayla Torres, Haley Clark, Gabriel Rivera, Jason Lynn, Reese McCaffrey, Grace Chiafulo, Brandon Johnson, Angelo Lozito, Jazar Evans, Roman Leslie, and Riley Maynor. Felicitaciones. We wish all of you a safe and enjoyable summer and continued success in your middle school experiences. Next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Thomas, who will present the Art Awards.
Good afternoon. Welcome and congratulations to all of our 5th graders. It's been a pleasure working with you this year. Each day, you inspire me with your creativity, your hard work, and your enthusiasm for art. On behalf of Mrs. Zhang and myself, I am pleased to present the Art Awards. The following students have demonstrated outstanding participation, excellent problem-solving skills, the ability to take on new challenges and set personal art goals with positivity and creativity, the confidence to make fitting choices related to the art-making process, and an overall good citizenship in the classroom. So when I call your name, please stand up. Alexandria Amato, Sophia Baliatico, Samantha Barth, Michael Bitar, Grace Chiafulo, Haley Clark, Ava Combs, Jessica Girgis, Stephen Haddett, Victoria Lastifka, Jason Lynn, Thomas Mackin, Fiorella Pena, Allison Molina, Addison Salias, Jared Teopaco, Riley Thorne, Ava Thierry, Madison Tolska, Alayla Torres, Jonathan Watson, and Jefferson Yeshi. Congratulations. Congratulations again. Remember, there is inspiration all around you. Use it to create new things each day because the possibilities are endless. Have a wonderful summer and good luck in middle school. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Valleco, who will present the Safety Patrol and STEM Awards. I thought you were
Welcome, everybody. I've had the honor of working with the Safety Patrol this year, and as I think back to when I was in 5th grade and I wanted to be on patrol and my teacher didn't pull my name from the hat to be on the patrol, I was pretty sad, but unfortunately here at Crawford we don't do it like that. How many students wanted to be on the Safety Patrol since they were in kindergarten? Any parents on the Safety Patrol? Remember those days, younger days? The Safety Patrol here at Crawford is driven by the desire to lead by example and model good behavior all the time. Because of the safeties, our buses are safer, our youngest learners have someone to trust and look up to, and our teachers can smoothly run through daily routines like dismissal. For that, I thank you and ask all the safeties to please stand. I am proud that all these students not only keep up with their normal academic responsibilities, but also desire to take on more by helping others. I'm proud of your commitment and dedication to keeping Crawford-Rodriguez a positive and safe school by modeling good character. I'm proud that one day you may look back and reflect on the time that you were a safety. And I'm proud that I got to be part of your safety experience. But I need all your belts back. Please congratulate these students one more time for doing such an outstanding job and putting forth so much effort. I feel confident you'll continue to model by example on your journey at McAuliffe Middle School. Thank you, everybody. I'm now going to announce the STEM Awards. STEM was a new road for the students as well as for me. The students were confronted with many design challenges where they had to work together using problem-based learning to solve the challenge or to build a better design than their peers. Not only does having great technology skills help, but also critical thinking, creativity, and especially good communication. I would like to recognize the following students who have shown exceptional skills in STEM during computer science class this year. From Mrs. Ox's class, Maggie Braun. Please stand. Philip Grego, Douglas Caulfield, Maya Morecki, and Addison Salias. From Mrs. V. Meister, Mrs. McLaughlin, Miss Rael's class, Cameron Angrisani, Grace Chiafula, Aubrey Chuss, and Brandon Johnson. From Mr. Moscatello's class, Andreas Angel, Vincenzo LaBianca, Brandy Pica, and Alayla Torres. From Miss Builder's class, Samantha Barth, Sean Dunn, David Gramatsky, and Madison Tolska. And from Miss Avila and Miss Osterman's class, Haley Espino, Jason Lynn, Christian Marzullo, and Carly Matarese. Before I introduce Miss Montano, I have a couple special awards that Miss John Denis might or might not know about, but I'm going to say them anyways. The students that helped me with the aquaponics. The aquaponics is in the cafeteria. We built it about a year ago, and it's a fish tank with some herb garden that kind of work together to maintain itself. And just stand up if you helped me with that this school year. These students came in the morning. They fed the fish. They got their hands dirty planting seeds and cleaning out the algae. I know people like parents of Spencer Kane or Haley Clark or Who was my other one? They probably have these at home already or begging their parents to do it because, oh, Eddie Shaw, where are you at, Eddie? He was like my master at it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much for helping me out with that. There's one more person I want to recognize. How many of you fifth graders had Mr. Chip all 6 years? Obviously, you guys know that he's retiring this year. And for my two sons in kindergarten, second grade, I think that was the worst news they ever heard, that he was leaving. And Mr. Chip, we're going to retire a jersey for you up here in your memory. He wants to wear it already. So next year he'll be riding on his tractor. Yeah. What happened to that? We rehearsed that all morning. Yeah, I'm gonna. Sorry, Miss Burnett. This was their idea. I'd like to introduce Miss Montano for the Media Awards.
All right, I don't know if I can top that, but I can try. It's an honor for me to be here today. It's been wonderful seeing your children grow into such creative readers and writers. This award is for students who show incentive, kindness, and willingness to learn. Please stand when you hear your name. Maggie Braun, Matthew Galata, Victoria Lastifa, Addison Salias, Kaylee Ambrose, Andreas Agni, Vincenzo LaBianca, Alea Torres, Grace Chiafulu. You knew I was going to mess that up. Brandon Johnson, Angelo Locido, Ava Thierry, Samantha Barth, Sean Dunn, Roman Leslie, Cassandra Siebert, Jason Lynn, Sophia Gordon, Carly Matarisi, Gabriel Rivera, Stephen Hatted, and Thomas Macon. Thank you so much. You're wonderful students, and remember what I always say, keep reading, reading, reading. You may sit. Now I'd like to introduce Ms. Veronica Burnett, who will be presenting the Music Awards.
Oh, I always think that this day gets here much sooner than I'm expecting. And when I look out at the audience, I see the siblings of children who I have had. I see parents and grandparents of children that I have had, and I just am always reminded how lucky I am that I get to watch you and you grow up and develop a love and a confidence that sharing music together can bring you. And this group of fifth graders in particular has really seemed to bond over the music that we have made. They take it seriously, they love it. I have so many students who have branched out and they're taking private lessons and performing places. They're doing musical theater programs outside of school. And my goal as a music teacher is just to foster a love of music and to make kids realize that singing and performing just brings you joy. Whether you're the best at it or not, you have to do it because it just gives you a chance to open up in a way that you can't always do academically. It gives you the chance to shine. And I always want all of my students, old and new, to feel what it feels like when you shine. And I can't wait to see the things that this group does in middle school and high school because they have just loved performing together. And I have loved watching you perform. And I am really going to miss you very much, especially those of you who are the babies of your family and you are the last ones, and there are quite a few. I wish you the very best, and don't forget to always let yourself shine. Don't keep it in. Share it with everybody because it feels good for all of us. So on behalf of Mrs. Gomolka and I am very pleased to present this year's Music Awards to students that have a passion, a talent, and a commitment to music in some way. In Miss Avila and Mrs. Osterman's class, please stand when I call your name and stay standing. Carly Matarese, Tiffany Ornelas Rojas, Alexandra Riccardi, Matthew Spadafino, Jared Tiapaco. Please stay standing. From Mrs. Builder's class, Samantha Barth, Natalia Cruz, Jazar Evans, and Sean Dunn. From Mr. Moscatello's class, Maddie Faber, Samantha Pinho, Devin Shear, Alayla Torres. From Mrs. McLaughlin, Riello, and V. Meister's class, Brandon Johnston, Reese McCaffrey, Ava Thierry, Haley Santos. From Miss Ox and Mr. Whitlaw's class, Victoria Lastifka, Jonathan Watson, Timothy Hilarchek, Addison Salias. And from Mrs. Johnston's class, Quinn Sharrow. Thank you all of you, very much, and congratulations. You may be seated. And I would like to present Dr. Harrison with the results of the spelling bee.
Thanks. Every year, the Jackson School District sponsors a spelling bee in which 4th and 5th graders compete. Each school conducts its own spelling bee and sends the top 5 students to the district competition. In addition, each elementary school determines an overall winner, who then represents their respective school in the spelling bee at Monmouth University. This year's winner of the Crawford-Rodriguez competition was Maggie Braun. And now Ms. Glucksness will announce the New Jersey Math League winners.
Right.
Hello, everyone. Each year, we gather the school's top problem solvers and give them 30 minutes to answer 30 complex questions. Not the usual type of questions that they learn in their classroom, but something more like this. If my favorite positive number multiplied by itself has the same value as the sum when this favorite number is written 24 times and the numbers are added together, what is half the value of that sum? Anyone? Mr. Otanti sometimes gets the answer. No? 288, of course. As you can see, these are not easy questions, but these mathematicians love the challenge, and so it is with great pleasure that I get to announce the winners of this year's New Jersey Math League competition. There was a 3-way tie for second place, so please stand when I say your name, and you don't have to hold your applause. I think they all deserve a round. Sophia Gordon, Vincenzo LaBianca. And Jason Lynn. Three young mathematicians I'm personally very pleased with. And in a two-way tie for the first place winners are Haley Espino and Angelo Losito. Congratulations to our winners and to all of the problem solvers here today. I'd now like to introduce Ms. Jean Denis with the award for Academic Excellence in Humanities.
I first have to start with an apology because I'm going to announce two awards, not only in humanities, but also in the area of STEM. And let me tell you a little bit about these awards. The Jackson School District Academic Excellence Awards in Humanities and STEM recognize students who have consistently exceeded the academic expectations of our fifth grade curriculum. Students receiving the Academic Excellence in Humanities Award have attained the highest level on the English Language Arts section of the New Jersey statewide assessment, demonstrated an advanced level of reading performance, and has met or exceeded the grade level expectations in social studies for each marking period. We are proud to recognize the following students who have met the criteria for this award. When I say your name, please stand and by all means applaud after each student if you'd like. Andreas Angel. Maggie Braun. Grace Schiaffalo. Ava Combs. Matthew Faber. Brandon Johnson. Kira Klitz. Maya Makchetsky. Alexandra Ricciardi. Gabriel Rivera. And Matthew Spadafino. Congratulations to you all for your academic excellence in the humanities. You may be seated. Now, students receiving the Academic Excellence in STEM Award have attained the highest level on the mathematics section of the New Jersey statewide assessment, demonstrated an advanced level of math performance, and have met or exceeded the grade level expectations in science for each marking period. We are proud to recognize the following students who have met the criteria for this award. Congratulations to Parker Kane, and congratulations to Brandon Johnson. So for all of the awards that we have talked about, the students will be receiving their certificates tomorrow. We just didn't want them to get lost in the sauce today with all the excitement. And so we will move on now to one of our special awards, the Brittany Arnold Memorial Award. For those of you who may not know, Miss Arnold, excuse me. Some of you may have had older children here at Crawford-Rodriguez, and Miss Arnold was a third grade teacher here at Crawford-Rodriguez. Miss Arnold passed away close to 3 years ago after a courageous battle with kidney cancer. To say that she was beloved here at Crawford-Rodriguez is an understatement. She left an impression on our school community that we will never forget. Today, Miss Sienna Bone, who is an 8th grade student at McAuliffe and a former student of Miss Arnold, would like to share with you her memory of Miss Arnold. Sienna.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So I was a student here at Crawford from 1st grade through 5th grade, and now I'm an 8th grader at Christian McAuliffe Middle School. This is my 3rd time speaking here. The first time I gave my speech, I was very excited to share my story about Miss Arnold and the impact she had on me. I was also asked to take part in deciding the winners of the award. The award is in honor of Miss Arnold, a 3rd grade teacher here at Crawford who passed away July of 2016. This award is for the students who wrote the best essay about Miss Arnold's famous quote, "Never settle for less than your best." They wrote about a time and applied to their lives, not only in the classroom, but outside of school as well. Their teachers then chose the top few essays in their class. Some staff members and I reviewed the essays and agreed on 4 winners. Before the winners are announced, I'm going to share how I knew Miss Arnold and the impact she left on my life. Miss Arnold was my 3rd grade teacher here at Crawford. We were very close. We had a special bond. She understood how much school meant to me because she was the same exact way when she was in school. Miss Arnold would always tell me that a few bad grades here and there wouldn't hurt me, they would only help me. She would tell me that if I didn't make mistakes, there would be no room for improvement. To this day, whenever I don't get the best grade that I could have, I think about what Miss Arnold would always tell me. One time when I forgot to put my name on a test, I lost 2 points. I was a little upset about this because I could have got a 100, but I learned from this. From that point on, I've always put my name on every test, quiz, notes, and homework assignment. Miss Arnold wasn't only a teacher, she was a kind and caring person. She treated everyone with respect. She was always upbeat and happy and would put a lot of effort into everything. Even when things weren't the best, she would make the best of it. She would take the positive from everything and keep moving forward. She would never let anything hold her back, and she would never let anything get in her way. The students who receive this award today should be very proud of themselves. They understand what it means to never settle for less than your best. Miss Arnold may not be here with us today, but she will forever be in our hearts. Not only did she make an impact on her students, she made an impact on the whole Crawford-Rodriguez family.
So all 5th grade students participated in writing an essay about, as Sienna said, never settle for less than your personal best. Students shared about their own personal experiences, but three essays really stood out. The students wrote in their essays about their accomplishments of getting used to going to a new school and learning a new language, and how that was difficult, and the struggle was real, but they overcame it. How they acclimated to their new school. Another student wrote about their efforts to attain a physical goal that they had set for themselves, and how they achieved that through steadfast work and effort. And finally, the last recipient of this award wrote about their accomplishments in the area of dance, and how they set goals for themselves and never gave up till they achieved them. So congratulations. If any of these three ring a bell to you about what you wrote about, here are the 3 students who wrote these essays. And parents, I will provide a copy of the essay for you at a later date. Congratulations to Haley Espino, Samantha Barth, and Madison Tolska. Madison was looking at me and saying, I wrote about dance. So yes, it was you. So congratulations to all 3 of you on receiving this award. You may be seated. So now it's the time where we give out our certificates of promotion, one by one. And I will not make it through the ceremony. There will be some boo-hooing. I'm recognizing one thing for sure. I think this is the largest amount of students where these will be the last coming through from your family. From the Cisnetskis, can't name them all, the Matruders. Oh my gosh. The Picas. I could go on and on, the Johnsons. I don't mean to leave out anybody. I'm seeing the Canes. There's the Larsics. I'm gonna miss you all. You all have been extremely not only supportive of your children, but also supportive of me. You were here when I first became principal, and I've grown up with you a little bit. I'm a little older. So, the Lagarys, I'm just seeing people, I'm just shouting out names now randomly. But nonetheless, when I see you, I'm gonna give you a big hug and just thank you all so much for your support. And I guess we're gonna get started, right? All right, I'm sorry. So here we go.
We would like to present our class. Spencer Kane, Haley Clark, Gerardo de Oliveira, Aiden Donegan, Haley Espino, Sophia Gordon, Anthony Guevara Molina, Jasmine Jimenez, Aiden Kelly, Sadia Khan, Jason Lin, Timothy Lukic,
Anthony Lynch, Christian Marzullo, Carlene Matarese, Tiffany Ornelas Rojas, Allison Quispy Molina, Alexandra Ricciardi, Gabriel Rivera, Miriam Santos, Matthew Spadafino, Jared Tiapaco, Corley Thomas, Teray Taragbide, and Mario Torres. You may be seated, and I would like to present Ms. Builder.
I am pleased to present my class. Alexandria Amato, Samantha Barth, Michael Batar. Kimberly Chains Rodriguez. Ashante Cruz. Natalia Cruz. Nicholas DiNapoli. George Doe. James Dressler. Sean Dunn. Jazar Evans. Ariana Filippone. Joseph Glenn. Chantal Gomez. David Gromadsky. James Hiddinger. Cassidy Kratulis. Philip Roman Leslie. Riley Maynor. Armani McCann. Fernanda Morales. Anthony Sakura. Madison Tolska. Gianna Villanueva. And Paul Weiss. Now, Mrs. McLaughlin and Miss Riello's class. Yeah, I forgot.
Could Miss McLaughlin, Miss Riello's class please stand? Brianna Alicia. Cameron Angrasani. Nicholas Baboglu. Sophia Baliatico. Luke Bennick. Lewis Brown. Vincent Caruso. Grace Shafalo. Aubrey Schuss. Fiorella Clavijo Pena. Noah Coffey. Gabriela Hernandez. Brandon Johnson. Sean Carroll. Angelo Losito. Reese McCaffrey. Jordan Osborne. Panina Rube. Haley Santos. Edward Shaw. Tyler Taglerini. Ava Thierry. Jefferson Yeshi. Kayla Zemak. And Dylan Zimmerman. Could Miss McLaughlin and Miss Riello's class please sit down? And I would like to present Mr. Moscatello.
Don't cry. Too late. Before I introduce my class, I just wanted to say thank you for my class parents and all my parents this year. Your support meant the world to me. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to present my class. Kaylee Ambos, Andreas Angel, Connor Brooks, Aiden Brown, Parker Kane, Landon Calderwood, Ava Combs, Amaya Doughton, Maddie Faber, Gianluca Galina, Jessica Gerges, Lily Johnson, Vincenzo LaBianca, Ben Lemonskas, Jack Matruder, Mercedes Norwood, nice, Brandy Pica, Samantha Pino, Devin Shear, Harrison Shake, DJ Cisnetsky, Alayla Torres, Christopher Trancucci, and Liz Van Pelt. My class may be seated. And now, Mrs. Ox's class.
Thank you. We'd like to present our class. Maggie Braun, Gianna Brees,
Justin Cellini, Amanda Serino,
Abram Cavella, Hayden Duarte,
Jackson Ebert, Anna Rose Fox,
Carnell Frazier, Damian Friday, Matthew Galeta,
Philip Gregor,
Stephen Haddett,
Timothy Halarsic,
Douglas Caulfield, Kira Klitz,
Samantha Kosek, Denis Kozak,
Danielle Lagari, Victoria Lastifka,
Thomas Mackin, Maya Mokshetsky,
Zachary Reese, Salias. Quinn Sharrow.
Riley Thorne.
Jamar Tucker.
Jonathan Watson.
Daniel Zabora. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Okay, wow. So, my fifth graders, you all have got to stand up, and let's congratulate them all. Now remain standing, fifth graders, for just a moment because Miss Phillips, this is your class. And what can I say about them? They are by far the most humorous class I have ever had. They are just flat out funny. They made me laugh each and every day. And they have a lot of personality. And that's a good thing because they are true thinkers, they're divergent thinkers, and they have no issue at all telling you exactly how they feel and substantiating it with good evidence that oftentimes I'd have to cave in on certain things. So they are very dedicated to their academics, they are kind, they enjoy each other a lot, they are highly social. But it's all good things. So, Ms. Phillips, I know you will enjoy them, and I'm sure you have a few remarks for them as well.
You can all be seated. It is always an honor to come to the Crawford-Rodriguez Moving Up ceremony, so I get to be the first to welcome all of you to the McCullough family. In hearing the names that were being announced, I recognize many of them as your brothers and sisters have come through the halls of McCullough, and I look forward to you walking in their footsteps or treading that path for the first time yourselves. Middle school is a wonderful experience, and each year the class from the 5th grade are always well prepared. They are ready to jump in with both feet and experience middle school and beyond. So I am very excited for all of you to come with us in September. Our teachers are excited to meet you and start working with you. You're leaving Crawford-Rodriguez as Wildcats, and you're going to be part of the McCullough Lions family, and we welcome you with open arms. Have a wonderful summer, everybody, and I look forward to working with all of you, parents, grandparents included.
Okay, for those of you where this is not your first rodeo in terms of a moving up ceremony, you know that there's a very special song that is very near and dear to our hearts here at Crawford-Rodriguez that we like to end our ceremony on. So, without further ado, this will be, and I'm stealing this from Miss Burnett, the last time that they will sing together. So, here is our 5th grade class singing together for the very last time.
I'm very pleased to pronounce the Crawford-Rodriguez 5th grade class of 2019.
For just a little while, we were here together. For For just a little while, we were side by side. And I know someday that we will reflect on this and see what a special time it was. For just a little while. Okay, you all can be seated. So I just have one final word, and I just wanted to say this to my fifth graders. We don't have many more days together. My wish for you, and this is a quote from Rascal Flatts, if anyone's familiar with that band. But my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to be. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small, and that you never need to carry more than you can hold. I love you, each and every one of you, for your uniqueness, for the talents that you have, for all the special stories that you shared with me. And I think I remember every single one of them because you all are a talkative bunch. But I appreciate the fact that you've trusted me with those stories, with sharing moments in your life with me. And I hope that you will continue to reach out to us here at Crawford-Rodriguez, share moments, send an email, drop a letter, snail mail if you'd like. But I will miss you all immensely, but I am so proud of you all for each and every challenge that you had, that you met and you exceeded, for the smiles on your faces, for the joy that you gave me. I cannot thank you enough. You all have been a gift to me. And there's not a day that doesn't go by that I am not grateful to be here each and every day. and to be your principal. You make me proud. So parents, I did not want to forget that our two co-presidents of the PTN just want to thank you all. You all were incredibly generous this year. They would have been speaking, but they knew they would be a hot mess because they have 2 children here today that are moving up. But you all were extremely generous. You went above and beyond this year, supporting your 5th graders, and especially all of the activities that were planned this year. So they wanted to thank you. And I wanted to thank you as well. As I said before, I don't know if you could hear me through all the tears and the crying and the sobbing in my nose and everything like that, but you all have been an incredible support to me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is not a job that myself or Dr. Harrison can do alone without your support. So, thank you so very much. So now I have to do a public service announcements in terms of how we dismiss today. I thank you for those of you who did send in information about signing your child out right at the end of the ceremony. So if you sent that information in, you do not have to sign anything else. It's all been taken care of. So after you meet up with your child, after they leave, you may take some photos, and then off you go if you filled out that information prior to today or this morning. If, however, you did not fill out that information, then when you go pick up your child, there will be a sheet there that you must sign your child out. Those are the procedures. Please follow them. You must sign out your child. That's just our safety procedure here. And I don't know, we had a plan for inside, but I feel like we might be able to go outside. How is it out there? Is it a little wet? I saw the sun. I don't know. Can we go outside? Let's give it a whirl. It's hot inside. Okay. So, the teachers will be proceeding out with the class. We will be walking around. If everyone can please remain in till all of the students are out. And then they will be outside of these doors right here, where you can go meet up with them. Lastly, for the younger siblings, if you don't have your backpacks, there might be some in the back or somewhere in here. Please don't leave your belongings behind. If there is anyone that wants to sign out a younger sibling, please let me know or another staff member know, and we will radio for them if they are in class. For some reason, they're not here for the ceremony. Okay, enough of that. Are you all ready to proceed out? Okay, then my 5th graders, for the last time, please stand. And here they are once again, our class of 2019.
it. No, they just stopped. Hey, you know, it's funny, they stopped.